Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Now in today's video we're going to be going over some Daybreaker gameplay. Now obviously I'm a bit of a spearman myself from the one-handed spear, and on stream yesterday I was playing the Daybreaker thanks to a viewer of mine recommending it. I hadn't really played Daybreaker that much, but I'm enjoying it a lot. The Purge on the E is definitely very effective, and it opens up that head slot so you can use something other than Fiend Cowl to deal with those pesky mercenary jackets. And yeah, I'm really enjoying playing it, so I'm just going to show you like 2 quick fights, maybe go over them a little bit, and yeah, also show the giveaway winner for last week's giveaway was a Spectral Direboar, and yeah, so someone won that. Be showing you guys that, and also we're going to be having another giveaway this video. It's going to be for 3 separate Black Panthers, so you can win 1 Black Panther, not all 3. It would be kind of would be a little greedy, but yeah, you can win 1 of 3 Black Panthers. It's going to be given away for this video, and yeah, all you need to do is just comment your in-game name again, and yeah, just keep showing me love on my videos, guys. I really appreciate it. Just give me any sort of feedback at all is much appreciated, even if it's harsh criticism. I know I sound fucking depressed, but I'm not. I just talk like this. I think it's from too many late nights of whispering, trying not to wake my parents up while I'm gaming, so yeah, well, anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video, and yeah, have a great day. And it's gonna be, goddamn, this guy, Kivankakar. Yay. Oh my god, he says, amount. TY so much. It's wholesome. Let's see how much stats he has. 5 mil total fame. Definitely feels good to be giving this guy, 2 mil. It's going to the right person here, I think. People who are newer need some silver. Hell yeah. So there you go, buddy. There's 2 mil for you. 2.2 mil. Or you can ride it. It's one of the best mounts in the game. So hopefully you enjoy it and keep supporting my videos. Hell yeah. I have been using the Daybreaker recently, so we're just going to be doing the Daybreaker in this build, but it's very similar to the one-handed spear and how it plays. And I would recommend, like, obviously this build is a little bit more on the expensive side, so you could run an assassin jacket or armor of valor instead of this royal jacket here, which is like 300k, almost 238 estimated market, but I think I paid around 300 for it. And for when you're using the Daybreaker, you can use the cultist cowl. But if you're using a one-handed spear, I'd recommend using Fiend Cowl to purge mercenary jackets and things like that. It's really important these days to have a purge. But luckily for us, the motherfucking Daybreaker has a purge built in on the E. So it does make making a build for it a little bit easier when you have something like a purge built into the build. Now, the difference between the Daybreaker and the spear is like very minimal, honestly. The Daybreaker does have like a charge up time on its E, and while the spear is like just instant cast and no stand time, it's like really great. But the Daybreaker also does, I think, a little bit more damage. It doesn't take your Q stacks from the spear, and it also purges instead of knocks up the enemy. So it's really important to use it a little bit more sparingly than the regular one-handed spear. And with the one-handed spear, I would recommend really only using the E to either get away or to finish an opponent. Whereas with the Daybreaker, you can use it. I mean, you could use it aggressively, but in general, I would just recommend using it in to purge someone. But obviously, there are builds that you don't need to purge anything from. Against people like that, you know, aren't running Mercenary Jacket or, you know, some other jacket you can purge. Like, you can remove Cleric Robe. You can just straight up remove from someone. So it's really, really strong to kind of be good at knowing what you can purge and can't purge with the Daybreaker E. Now, I did forget to mention a few things in my guide for corrupted dungeons, and it's just like really general things that, you know, I've known for a long time, that, and it kind of goes through the community. Like, I think pretty much everyone knows these at this point, but just in case you don't know, I figured out, I mean, this is supposed to be like a guide for a completely new player, so I might as well say, if you're going to be playing a very mobile build, you should have in your corrupted dungeon a square of mobs cleared out, like this square right here, cleared out, so that when your dungeon gets invaded, you can kite people around that square. And obviously that's pretty common knowledge, but, you know, just so you know. And then it's also recommended, I know a lot of people do just go into black zones because you can take the portal shrine. Oh shit. You can take the invisibility shrine in black zones and find a corrupted dungeon like that, but I would recommend just going out of Caerleon, because the black market makes selling gear that you get from corrupted dungeons much easier, and usually you can get a little bit more for them, for the gear that you get. Now again, we're just, as I said in my first guide, just getting that infamy bar up to about 450 before we go ahead and hit the altar at the beginning of the dungeon. This way, I don't really know the logistics behind it, but you will get invaded instead of invading someone else's dungeon, which gives you, obviously with the mobility build, a lot more control over the enemy that you're going to be fighting, where you have your kiting square already laid out. You know, if you invade someone and you get something like a bolt caster who has a lot of mobs in the dungeon, if you mess up one time, which is pretty standard, you can definitely end up dying from that, so just definitely be careful there. Now for the spear, here's the deal. If you're gonna be running leather armor with like an assassin jacket or royal jacket, if you have the cojones to do it, I'd recommend, with leather jackets, I recommend attack speed, and also recommend cripple, just to start off a fight. Now the spear is like so fucking versatile in their abilities. You can really counter so many different builds with these abilities. And just for some examples here, cripple is like a very hard counter to swords, all swords, but it also counters like demon boots, and soldier boots will get completely wrecked by a cripple. Reflecting spin really counters fire builds and to a certain extent crossbows, but they usually use the either knockback shot or the silencing shot, so it's not that great, but it is really strong again. And like death givers too, things that can be reflected are super strong with deflecting spin. For Impaler, that's mostly just like another kiting tool, and people use it a lot in fights. We got a fight here in just a second. And Harpoon is going to be a huge counter to something like bows, any kind of bow. And we have a dagger pair here, so I guess I might as well just teach you guys how to play against a dagger pair. Alright, purchase stacks right there. we're just gonna get out of the way. And that doesn't have any stacks, so we can go back in on him. Okay, missed that. Yeah, this guy's pretty bum. Yep. So, in that case, the cripple didn't really work that well for me because he has the cooldown reduction sprint ability. And cripple would be better on the one-handed spear right there because since the E is instant cast, it's going to be able to interrupt him. It's going to be able to get to him like instantly. Obviously with the charge up time on this E, you can see it takes a little while. They definitely have a good chance of getting away. And also you'll purge the run ability if you hit them. So admittedly cripple isn't as good on the Daybreaker as it is on the one-handed spear. But I definitely do like it for if someone uses a run ability while you're right next to them, as long as you have like some like reflexes like myself, you can usually get the cripple because you'll know when they're going to hit their shoe ability. And cripple is a really strong ability. It gives you plus 25% damage for 5 seconds if you actually hit it, and it'll remove the movement speed obviously and slow them by 15%. So it is there's like 3 really good things going for it. If I'm not using cripple, I'd be using impale, and then for certain builds harpoon is very strong, like against bad on bows, whispering bows, and what's it called, war bows. Things that can dash away from you and keep kiting you, and that way harpoon is just gonna be like, fuck you, nope, you can't run away from me pretty much. So that's always nice. Now another thing is to have poisons when you're killing the boss. It doesn't really help that much, but it helps a little bit, so why not just do it, right? And the Royal Jacket, the reason why I'm using it is like the cooldown reduction is really huge. Obviously you get 50% for 7 seconds, so your cooldowns will get reduced by pretty much 14 seconds in a 7-second span, which is really strong. Especially like, I mean, it's really super strong just for mobility, but you also can use your Q more often. If you're using something like impale, you can impale twice. Deflecting spin is also like another thing that's really freaking good with the Royal Jacket, because you can end up deflecting spin almost 2 times in a row because the cooldown is so low on it. And yeah, obviously, I mean, harpoon, lower cooldown, get a lower cooldown on this amazing cultist cowl ability, and yeah, it's just super freaking strong. Someone in my stream yesterday was laughing at me for using Royal Jacket, but I mean, hey, I think it's good. The way it's been performing definitely seems to show that it's good too. And another thing about the Royal Jacket is it gives you 30% attack speed, and that generally isn't really anything that people care about in making a Royal Jacket build. Like some Frost builds use Royal Jacket, and yeah, I mean, the spear benefits so much from attack speed. If you have an attack speed buff on spear, it's pretty huge. Alright, invasion number 2 here. Now we have this square right here, and we can clear a little bit of mobs here and have a big rectangle right there. But I think the square should be enough. Alright, he's just going to be hitting that crystal to let me know where he is. At least that's what I think he's doing. Yeah, he's not breaking it. So when they're attacking a crystal, it could be just someone trying to get your attention to let you know where they are, or it could be a sword player, so you just want to be really careful. Okay, so it's a quarterstaff actually. What? How the fuck did that hit me? Alright, this is not a great start here. Alrighty then. Just gonna whack that off of him. And we're gonna try to reset this fight, I guess. Let's do that. This guy honestly just seems really bad, so... But oh, he almost killed himself. Really? Okay. If we can just reset this fight, I'll have a better chance of winning. So, this is why it's important to have healing food in your inventory. Okay, he's coming up right there. Just need to watch out. So as you can see, I'm healing a lot more than he did right there. And it's really dangerous with the Quarterstaff build. Obviously, they're going to try to... They have like so much movement speed, so they can really control the fight. Alright, so he wants to E me on this bat right here. He has made that pretty obvious. Okay, we avoided that. Pretty good job. He is fucking up hardcore. Okay. Not really a problem there. Alright, as you can see, I avoided the knockup right there. Got that movement speed buff out of the way. I'm just going to use my cultist cowl again on him. Again, really strong with royal jacket, and yeah, we killed him. So, Beige Yalu123, Quarterstaff user, publicly shamed on this YouTube video. And not even, he didn't even win using a Quarterstaff, so I mean, even more shamed. And yeah, there you go. Now we have 2 kills under our belt, and got a little bit more potions from him, so that's always nice. And when you start getting overloaded, you want to just remove these tier 1 treasures, I think they're called, and use your bags of silver. And yeah, as you can see now, I'm moving normally again. So, pretty obvious tip, but these treasures weigh a lot. So if you pick up a lot of them, then you're going to be overweight pretty quickly. But yeah, I did end up using all my food there. So we are going to have to exit the dungeon after this one. And I think that was 2 pretty good fights to showcase at least the Daybreaker. I'll probably make a video on just the one-handed spear next. It's crazy similar to the Daybreaker. Really the only difference is going to be that interrupt instead of purge on the E. And also does do a little bit more damage, and you don't lose your Q stacks again. And also you could see there that he tried to use his E ability on me that normally knocks up, but I used my E to avoid that because it can't be interrupted while you are charging your E. Nothing can CC you. I fucking suck. Alright. Good amount of T6 runes right there, or relics, I should say. And now that we're gonna pop out, we can go ahead and swap the courier buff on, or the passive on the shoes. Make us be able to carry more. And we just have some kind of cheap shit in this chest, so we're not going to be too bothered about picking that up. So we got 700k from 2 fights right there. Took about 30 minutes. And yeah, I mean, obviously you make more money playing Slayer dungeons, but I think that regular Stalker dungeons are more fun. Yeah, I mean, I recommend doing Stalker. I think they're great. I'll be making a one-handed spear tutorial, guys, in the days to follow. And also we're going to be doing another giveaway. Got a lot of comments and a lot of people giving me feedback on the last video, so I really do appreciate that. So yeah, go ahead and leave a comment down below. We're going to be picking 3 people to win. Last video only got like 20 comments, so if we get 20 comments this video, and I'm going to be giving away 3, you've got, I can't do math, but like a 1 in 6 chance of winning, 1 in 7 chance of winning, so why not just leave a comment, eh? Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and have a great day.